and welcome to Tuesday Chats with Tia the Oil Lady. Today is still March, so we will be discussing just some of our low tox ideas and ways that you can go low tox and try some different things. And as I've mentioned in previous weeks, it's not a matter of going through your house and just going, oh my God, got to get rid of that, and just throwing out absolutely everything. Just take a breath and do it one thing at a time. Okay, so when something runs out, start replacing it or look at replacing it with some of the new stuff. You know, if you get one of the kits, for example, if you get the great cleaning kit that's been on offer this month, you've got you've got a spray and wipe, you've got a dishwashing detergent, you've got a laundry detergent. Now you don't have to throw out all the spray and wipes and dishwashing detergents and laundry detergents that you already have, but think about when they run out, grabbing your doTERRA product instead, or your low tox product to replace the one that has run out. And that way, you know, your intention's right, you've got the time to do it, and you're not wasting money, you're not throwing it away, which, you know, I think that's sort of when people do start looking at the consequences and the repercussions and just what some of the chemicals in their houses do, that's when they start to panic and go, oh my God, and they just like wipe out everything, and then realize that instead of it costing them, $20 to replace something, it's going to cost them, hundreds of dollars because they've just thrown out everything. Okay, so I like to think that we can do it in a slightly slower manner, but just use up what you've got and make better choices next time. Okay, like shampoo, for example. The shampoo I'm using now, I'm using the doTERRA one from the US. And I started using it, I reckon, a good 6 months ago, and I'm on my second bottle. It's phenomenal. Like, you use one thing and it is brilliant. I love it. Look at replace. Your shampoo's a good example because we know that that's one that we go through, fairly regularly. Skincare is another one to look at as well, because that's another one that we tend to, we go through on a fairly regular basis. So look at your products, look at what you're using, use up what you've got, and then make better choices, or be prepared by having it already ordered, or, look at what's there. If you've got your own wholesale account with doTERRA, the information that you have access to is phenomenal. And you can research everything. So all your skincare, all your cleaning products, you can get the science behind it. You can get all sorts of information because there are blogs on it. People like myself post about it all the time. So you'll have plenty of access to information so that when your current skincare runs out, you make a different choice. Okay, you try something different. We've got 3 or 4 different ranges. So the first one mightn't be quite for you. That's okay. Try the next one, but give it a go. Give it a chance to sort of see how it works. Deodorants was one of the things I was a bit paranoid about, going from my old trusty deodorant that I've used literally forever and going into the doTERRA ones, which look like this. Okay, but in lockdown last year, I kind of figured if I stunk, it didn't matter because it was only me and the family at home. So I started to do like the bit of the detox thing. And I'll say, because I wasn't out running around like a mad woman, it was actually quite gentle. So it was a nice time to try it. If you are going to try something like this, you literally, from what I understand, you need to stop the other one, or, as I said, when the other one runs out and we start with this one, you will need to give it a little bit of time just for your body to get used to the fact that you're not putting those chemical inhibitors into your system any longer, that you are now looking at a natural way to deal with the bacteria. So, yeah, you will need to give it a bit of a go. And, maybe if you work Monday to Friday, then start on Friday. Okay, start on Friday so that you got the weekend to judge where you're at, or if you've got holidays coming up, just be prepared and make some of your changes that way. That's probably the only one that really requires a bit of a move into it. When I swapped out to the toothpaste, yeah, okay, it tasted weird, but you know what? All toothpaste tastes weird. So it wouldn't have mattered what brand I got. It still would have taken me a couple of days to get used to it. This one, I got used to it quite quickly. I quite like the smell and the taste of it, and I know more so what's in it than what I do with the other ones. And there's no horrible red nasty tag up here, that line, when you sort of do the research as to what those mean. Yeah, there's some scary stuff in our skincare ranges. Anyway, if you have joined me, I'm Tia the Oil Lady. Probably should have introduced myself. I forget to do that most of the time. I just assume people know who I am now. And this is my Tuesday night chat. And for the month of March, we are talking about going low tox, or at least swapping some things out and looking at a couple of new ways to do things, which isn't a bad thing to do. If you are watching via the Facebook page, then your name will come up if you've got any comments or you just want to say hi. If you're through the group, it'll just say Facebook user, so I won't know who you are until after class, but that's okay. Everyone's welcome, whether you're watching it now live or if you're watching it, hashtag replay. I don't mind. But I do have a class pack that I've been doing each month, just something a little bit different. It's around $20. That's including postage. And this month, there's a whole pile of information sheets, including our makeover one, which is the one that shows you how you can get rid of all of this and replace it with a few nice natural products. And it explains how that works. And we're actually going to delve into a couple of those products today because they've crossed over to doTERRA's BOGO, which I'll talk about in a minute. In fact, I've actually got a video sitting in the blue room waiting for you. It's only 2 minutes, so I'm going to play the video and let you hear it from somebody else's mouth instead of mine all the time. But the $20 class pack has that sheet in it. It's got whoops, where did it go? Here. It's got a big empty spray bottle so that you can sort of make up some of your own concoctions, your own blends that are more natural, whether we're looking at room fresheners, for example, get rid of those ones that plug into PowerPoints, as in not your diffusers. Your diffusers are awesome. They're brilliant. But those little plug-in things, they're not so good. And the chemicals that are in them aren't so good. And once you start using oils, you'll be able to smell the difference in your house as well. Okay. Now the sprays are great, for bathrooms, for example. You can put a bit of cinnamon in there. You can put some of your citrus oils in it. In the current climate, On Guard and Easy Air, they are on high rotation in my house. Still, we've, it's been a couple of months now, but because we are heading out a bit more, I've got a kid at school and husband's at work and I'm at work, we do have the On Guard and Easy Air still in fairly high rotation, just to keep the air nice and clean and boost our immune systems and keep us breathing nice and safely. So we've still got those ones. But those two in a spray bottle is awesome because you can literally walk around your house, fill it with water, put in a bottle that big, probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 drops of each of the oils. Give it a good shake because water and oil don't mix, but they will, they will disperse there. You may find that if it's left sitting, they might sit on top. So just give it a good shake before you walk around your house, and just give your house a big spray, and you'll find that that's great. Eat On Guard and some extra clove. So there's clove in On Guard, but you could put some extra clove in with On Guard into a spray like that and use that in your bathroom or anywhere where you've noticed damp, because we've just had 3 years worth of rain in a week, so you may look at things like that. Clove and On Guard are a really good one. I do have some more information on that if anyone needs it. So just send me a message and I'll make sure that you get the information on getting rid of mold. Okay, now let's start with the video. Now I did mention that the video it's BOGO month or BOGO week. So doTERRA throw a BOGO maybe twice a year, and it literally is buy one, get one free. So yesterday, if we bought a bottle of On Guard oil, we got an On Guard cleaner concentrate for free. Today, if we buy Easy Air, we get, nope, other way around. Today, if we buy Purify, okay, I'll have to check. It's Purify and Easy Air. You buy one of them, you get the other one free. Now, with that, that's awesome. There is another special coming up, which these are two of my favorite rollers. I love these ones. So I'm going to hazard a guess that they're going to offer buy Helichrysum because it's not a cheap oil, but you're going to get Frankincense for free, and I want to talk a little bit more about those two in a minute. In the meantime, though, I might pop the video up and you can hear it from this lady whose name I can't pronounce. Okay, let me get over to, oops, sorry, where are we? This one here, and press play. There you go. Maybe. Okay, gotta love it when it works. Come on. Oh, there we go.
Today, the best of BOGO Box. We source the best and we help the most. And we're spreading this philosophy throughout our community as we deliver a premium selection of essential oils. The top sellers, the must-have, the I can't live without you oils. And as usual this year, they are buy one, get one free. Let's take a look inside this BOGO Box. Oh my gosh. We have On Guard, which is the perfect addition to the low tox cleaning in your home. One of our favourites, On Guard Cleaning Concentrate. This is a must-have for low tox cleaning around the house. Ooh, one of my favourites, Gnarly, which delivers a beautiful earthy massage and is also great for skincare. We have Easy Air and Purify, a total home and body refresh. Let's have a look what's next. We have Frankincense Touch and Helichrysum. The Knight in Shining Armour, our most precious oil, coupled with Helichrysum. Both are amazing for restorative skincare duo. You have got to be kidding me. In the BOGO Box, that is amazing. Have a look at this. We have Copaiba and Copaiba coupled with Whisper Touch. Whisper Touch does deliver a beautiful, alluring perfume that you can apply throughout your day at any time. I have to admit, these two are used daily in my home. I have a peppermint and I have a Zengest. Both have incredible uplifting properties. You can add a drop to your shower base or apply before a workout for an immediate sting in your step. Look what doTERRA have thrown in for free. Exclusive to this year's BOGO Box, we have a Sunny Citrus 15ml essential oil blended with wild orange, grapefruit and peppermint. It's sure to keep you energized and optimistic. This is your chance to experience in doTERRA's most beloved essential oils while stocking up on the crowd favourites and sharing in the doTERRA spirit of giving back to the community. This is truly the best of doTERRA.
Oops. Okay, let's get that one down. Oh, come on. Okay, it's all right. I'm still here. Don't worry about that one. There we go. Stop sharing. That'll do. There we go. I knew there was a way to do that. But how exciting does that box look? And at the moment with that box, if you don't already have a wholesale account, they'll actually let you purchase the box as your opening order and give you a wholesale account for 12 months. So that's actually a really good deal. At the end of 12 months, you've still got the account, but you will have to pay a $25, $26 renewal. The beauty of that, though, they actually send you like a $41 oil to say thanks. So you've got a wholesale account for another year. Now, they did mention in there Nayuli, Now, this is an oil that I have used for years and years. Maggie, in my first company, actually introduced me to Nauli. And for me, yeah, she said like cleaning, skincare, just pop it into your diffuser. It's a really fresh smell. It's very much a tea tree. It is a melaleuca. Okay, but smell-wise, it's so much smoother. It is a much gentler melaleuca than the other one. The regular tea tree is very, I find it very, what's the word for it? Anyway, it's quite strong. It's really antiseptic smelling, where this one is actually really cool. It's a really smooth one. So I really like Nauli. And this isn't part of our normal range. This is one that they bring out every now and then. So that one is really cool that is in that box as well. So like I said, lots of great products in that box. The Whisper oil, I'm excited for that one. The Whisper is a perfume oil. It's quite musky. It's a very feminine oil, and it used to come in a 5 ml bottle. And if you wanted it, like most people used it as a perfume, so you had to mix it up and pop it into your roller yourself or put it on quite strongly. They've now made it a touch, and it's beautiful. It is really nice, and it's in a 10 ml roller. I forgot to check. Sorry. It wasn't available in Australia just yet. So that's really cool that it's in the box, and it means that if it's not available right now, it's on its way. That will be the way we order Whisper in the future, which is cool because it is. It's a really nice oil, that one. Now, on here, we talked about, on this sheet, on the makeover sheet, right? So, if that's what your medicine cabinet looks like, I'd much rather it look like this and know what is in all the products, and know that if the kids picked up something that, that's better, not as likely to harm them as if they pick up some of the stuff on this side. Now, one of the things that is in there on this side is a product for bruising, which is fine. We've always had a product for bruising. We've used it a lot. And that's what the Helichrysum is really good for. Okay, it's really good for bleeding. It's actually, I've heard it referred to as liquid stitches. Okay, so if there's bleeding, once you've got it cleaned up and put the pressure on and things, I'm not talking massive big ones, but smaller ones, you can use the Helichrysum on it, and it is beautiful that way. You can also use this, because this is the beauty of the oils, is that whilst they are, in this case, an individual essence, they can be used for so many things. So I've used this one for sore ankles. Go figure, because when my ankles get sore, it feels like a real circulation thing. And so this helps with that. It helps with that one. It can be used on scarring. It can be used on the skin. It is a super oil. Now, this oil is in the Soluble, and it's in the Correctex. So, for things like scarring and pimples or scratches or any of those sort of skin conditions, then you can use the Correctex. That would be my first go, depending on what I had happening. The second one, you've got the Soluble or you've got the Helichrysum. Just depends what you have on hand. This one, I've also popped it in with ice blue and used it that way. And I saw that in the BOGO box, we've got Copaiba as well, and that's another great one if you're dealing with some pain issues. So I'm standing in my job a lot at the moment, and so my back's already started to play up a little bit. So I've been using the Copaiba and the ice blue on my lower back. So with that's the Helichrysum. Now, like I said, you can use it for all sorts of things. Let me quickly get the book out and tell you what Helichrysum is used for, because it's a phenomenal oil. Helichrysum, sorry, wasn't quite organised. Tissue repair. So you can apply it neat or diluted to wounds. Okay, now in this one, it is the touch. So this one is diluted in fractionated coconut oil. Okay, you can use it for bleeding to help apply to a clean wound to stop the bleeding. You can use it on eczema and psoriasis. You can use it for shock, okay, because that's that circulation thing again. Tinnitus, you can pop a drop behind the ear. Viral infections, 1 or 2 drops in a capsule, or pop it in your diffuser. It's even listed in this particular book, and this is one of my faves. This is this one, the Oil Magic book. It's listed in there for cholesterol as well. There you go. Stretch mark remover, Helichrysum and lavender and fractionated coconut oil, and apply to your stretch marks twice a day. The picture is a pregnant belly, so I don't know if it'd still work on mine 14 years later, but anyway, high blood pressure roller as well. So Helichrysum, ylang ylang, cassia, and frankincense, and pop that into a roller, and surprisingly, roll it on the bottom of your feet, also on your wrists and over your heart twice daily. And that one is a great one. So it is a beautiful oil, like I said, antibacterial, anticoagulant. That's the circulation one, antispasmodic. So does lots and lots of really cool things. Now, the one that they've paired it with is frankincense. And frankincense is definitely one of my favorites. Straight from the bottle, it's not necessarily everybody's cup of tea. Blended, it is a phenomenal oil. I still dislike it anyway. It was the day my first doTERRA kit arrived, the frankincense was the first one I opened, and yeah, I knew I was back doing the right thing. Anyway, we can use frankincense for depression and anxiety. We can put a drop under the tongue. So if we've got the actual oil, okay, well, that's on guard. This one, if we've got the oil, you can pop it a drop under your tongue. Okay, otherwise, base of the feet for Alzheimer's and dementia, because it helps with that blood-brain function, crossing over that pathway so that we can actually get to the information that is in there. Cellular function, it is the main ingredient of DDR prime. Pain and inflammation, and I think that's why it is paired with the Helichrysum, because for pain and inflammation together, they would be phenomenal. And then, of course, you've got the copaiba. So you can even like take the lids off and add some copaiba into the bottle if you wanted to. Okay, pain, inflammation, Parkinson's, a few other things. Virus stopper. It does talk about frankincense, oregano, and on guard. And as an emotional potion, we've got frankincense, citrus bliss, and balance together in a roller would be beautiful. So some phenomenal oils within that BOGO kit. And I don't have the picture up here, so I can't see what all the other ones were. I've remembered like half of them. Oh, On Guard Easy Air, they were in there. They were definitely in the BOGO box. And like I said, in the current situation, they are definitely two that we have on rotation in our diffusers a lot. And as soon as I hear and somebody is, stuck at home for obvious reasons, then it's get the On Guard, the Easy Air, and if you've got oregano, get those three in heavy rotation in your diffusers. On Guard helps boost your immune system. It helps fight germs and things, clears the air. Easy Air helps respiratory system, helps you breathe better, helps clear your respiratory system, and oregano's nature's antibiotics. So the three of those together are amazing. And so two of those at least are in the BOGO box. Now, Easy Air, On Guard, and oregano are in the starter kits. They're in the home essentials, they're in the family essentials. And if you were to get, for example, a home essentials kit and a BOGO box, yes, you would have 2 bottles of On Guard and 2 bottles of Easy Air don't stress. You're going to use them. They are phenomenal oils. Okay, now what else have we got in our little picture here of our before and after? Oh, this one. I'm going to tell you about this one. Let me just see if I've got it. I forgot to grab that one. Okay. No, sold it again. Okay, this one comes in and leaves really quickly in my out of my oil box. So I haven't got one there. I may have one around there in stock. The one I was thinking about was the Helichrysum. Okay, as a teenager, I went through all sorts of different medications and different things to help reduce period pain. And I remember one day, what did I used to take? Ponstan. That just wasn't cutting it anymore. I would literally have to take it for an entire week prior to my period. And, you know, as a teenager, that meant I could be taking it for anywhere from like 6 to 10 days. So, and that was prior if I was to make a dint in the pain when I actually got it. So that was fun. Anyway, someone had suggested that I try Mercendol. And so I did that, and that seemed to work. That was pretty cool. But I remember walking through the square because I used to work upstairs there at that stage. And I remember walking through the square and having heart palpitations and literally not pooping myself, but like scaring myself because I was like 19, 20, 21. I should be able to walk the length of MacArthur Square without getting heart palpitations. So I, the first time it happened, I hadn't connected it. The second time, though, I had connected it because I'd taken the Mercendol again. And I just, like, even at that age, I knew that there had to be a better way, that there had to be something that wouldn't have that side effect, because that particular drug has now, like, 40 years on, has scared the crap out of me, and I still won't take it, and I still won't we don't have it in my house because my kids don't need it. It's a scary drug. So my very first oil that sort of clicked in my head that, wow, there is something to this aromatherapy thing, was a blend for period pain. And it was phenomenal. It took a couple of months, but within about 3 or 4 months, I'd stopped getting period pain. Things had seemed to settle down a lot. The aches and the trouble I'd been having had calmed. So that was good. Anyway, fast forward quite a few years, I've joined doTERRA. doTERRA have this phenomenal roller blend. It's ready to use, called Helichrysum. The main ingredient in that is clary sage, which is a hormone balancer, and it's such a female oil. Anyway, that particular blend, you can use it for all sorts of period pain, okay? Whether you get the sore boobs, whether you get the tummy aches, whether you get the pain beforehand or the pain after. Once you know your cycle, use the oil to fit in with your cycle, okay? So that you'll know when you need to use it, okay? You'll know if you need to use it beforehand or during or after. You'll get the hang of it once you start using it. Now, because it's in a roller, it is really easy to use, and I always recommend that oils like that, do like a bit of a figure eight or just straight across, but on your lower back, okay? Because surprisingly, that's where the nerve endings to your reproductive organs are. So if you want to get in there really quick and, give them something to calm them down, then roll that on there. So to me, I would much rather have, where's my little camera there? See that purple bottle? Oops, where are we? That purple bottle there. Okay, I'd much rather have a bottle of that. I'd rather have 3 bottles of that because there's 2 girls and myself here. I'd rather have 3 or 4 bottles of that hanging around my house than the Ponstan or those tablets that, that whilst they were working, the side effects were scary, And the other one was, it had the Pondstand had already started to lose its effectiveness. So, I was still getting problems for years. Well, still got a period for like 30 years after that. So yeah, something that was already losing its effectiveness after a couple of years, then that's part of that. All the other stuff that's in it, your body builds up a bit of a resistance to it. It hangs around in your system, so you build up a bit of an immunity to it. You need more as time goes on. Well, with your oils, I love that they get into your system pretty quick. They can, they've been proven to be in there, in minutes of you breathing them in or rolling them on. But I love that they're gone in 24 hours. They're gone. There's no trace. There's no build up on your kidneys or your liver or anywhere. They're literally gone from your system. So yeah, they get in. They help balance things. They help your body run better. And over time, your body does run better because it knows what it's doing. And yeah, it's not fighting all the toxins. It's not building up immunity. So anyway, that's my little thought for today. What's the time? Oh, half an hour. I've hit my time frame. I like to do the half-hour classes at the moment, but I think I've covered quite a few different things and shown you literally, well, if you do look through that list, you will see that there is a good, just in what we just talked about quickly then, there's probably a good 10 products that we could take out of that and replace with some nice ones that don't have so many horrible effects, that don't come with page-long side effect notices and things. So anyway, if you do have any questions, I'm always here. I'm happy to answer them, and love finding out the answers if it's a hairy one and it's not something that I know off the top of my head. But that's what I'm here for. I do like to teach it. I do like to help you find the solutions that you're after. Now, I did mention that there is a class pack, which is this information and the bottle and a heap of other information, and that's posted out to you, including a price list and some ideas. Now, that is for, there's that, sorry. Then there's this. Okay, so class kit, anyone can grab a class kit. Just let me know that you need all that information, that you want to find out a bit more, and I will make sure that you've got that. Then every month I've been giving away a box. Okay, now this one is the unicorn one. So it is soaps, melt and pour soaps, and you'll see when I open it, okay, that there is a mold in there. There's all the equipment that you need and the instructions to make up to 20 soaps. So I'm giving one of those away each month. Now I'm giving it away. The people that get in the draw for that are anyone that has purchased a class pack from me during classes. So you just send me a message and go, I'm interested. Otherwise, if you have your own wholesale account through my team at the moment, then I go through the back office, and anyone that's put a loyalty rewards order through for March goes in the drawer as well. So Cheryl won it last month and Vicky won it the month before. So both Vicky and Cheryl had done a loyalty rewards order that month. So that just meant that they got, they'd put in a regular monthly order, they'd gotten the free product of the month, and they went in the draw for this. So that was really cool, and congratulations. And Vicky's posted a picture of her making them with her granddaughter. So that was really cool. Cheryl only got hers last week, so she hasn't done hers yet. Now, what else? I think that about covers it. Now, if you are interested in the BOGO box and you want the BOGO box at wholesale prices, which, like I said, gives you a wholesale account at the moment, then just let me know and I'll walk you through the process. Okay, you can just go straight to the straight to the website and do that. But I can walk you through that process to make sure that you get exactly what you're after and don't pay any extra, okay, and get all the points and the bits and pieces that come with it. Righto, well, I look forward to seeing you next week. And like I said, if you've got any questions or anything that you want to know about, please send me a message and I will either answer it in class next week, or I'll get back to you privately with that one. I can see that there's quite a few watching, so that's quite a few. Thank you. I'm glad that a few people have joined in today. And yeah, that's it. Have a good night. See you later.